Will AI take your job while you are still sitting at your desk, pretending nothing changed? Goldman Sachs estimated that 300 million full-time jobs could be exposed to generative AI. But the strangest part is not the job loss. The strangest part is that the people building the machine are warning you, like they found smoke under the door. And remember that number, 300 million. It sounds like a headline number. It comes back as something much more personal. Because AI probably will not walk into your office wearing your badge. It will arrive as a tiny button inside software you already use. It will summarize your meeting, then write your email, then draft your report, then answer the customer. Then your boss asks a very quiet question. Why are you still doing all of that? The obvious answer is simple. AI will replace lazy workers, repetitive workers, and maybe a few unlucky coders. Everyone else will be fine. That answer feels comforting. It is also the trap. Here's the problem with that. AI does not care whether your job sounds creative. It cares whether your work leaves a pattern. Emails leave patterns. Legal documents leave patterns. Code leaves patterns. Design briefs leave patterns. Even your best professional voice leaves a pattern. Think of your job like a sandwich. You see the whole sandwich. The economy sees slices, a slice called writing, a slice called searching, a slice called summarizing, a slice called checking. AI does not need to eat the whole sandwich. It only needs enough slices to make you smaller. That is why the numbers feel strange. The IMF estimated generative AI could affect roughly 40% of global employment. Brookings found about 30% of US workers could have at least half their tasks transformed, and 85% could see at least 10% touched. Not replaced, touched. That word is doing a lot of damage. Because if 10% of your job gets automated, nothing explodes. You just get faster. If 30% gets automated, your team gets smaller. If 50% gets automated, your role gets renamed. And suddenly your career is wearing someone else's skin. Wait, it gets more uncomfortable. The jobs most exposed are not only low-paid jobs, they are often clean laptop jobs. The jobs you were told were safe, language-heavy jobs, cognitive jobs, jobs where your hands barely touch the physical world. A plumber still has to crawl under a sink. A nurse still has to touch a patient. A chef still has to feel heat. But if your main tool is a blinking cursor, AI is already sitting beside you. Not as a robot, as autocomplete with ambition. This is the first layer. AI does not replace jobs first, it replaces tasks. And tasks are the atoms of your paycheck. Now the second layer is weirder. AI can make you more valuable and less secure at the same time. That sounds impossible, but it is already how offices work. Imagine one designer using an image generator like Adobe Firefly. They can explore 20 concepts before lunch. That is amazing. It also means the company may need fewer junior designers making first drafts. The senior designer becomes faster. The beginner becomes optional. The same thing happens with code assistants. Tools like GitHub Copilot and Gemini can draft routine code. That can help a developer move faster. It can also reduce the need for someone whose job was mostly routine coding. You do not get a robot invasion. You get a hiring freeze. In finance, AI can summarize earnings calls. It can build first drafts of risk models. So the junior analyst stops being the person who collects everything. They become the person who checks the machine. That sounds like a promotion, until you realize fewer beginners are needed at all. This is why job forecasts look contradictory. The OECD projects AI-driven automation may directly replace around 14% of jobs worldwide by 2030. It also projects about 9% new roles from productivity and new sectors. So is that good news or bad news? Yes, that is the trick. The economy can grow while your job disappears. Goldman Sachs projected generative AI could raise global GDP by about 7% over 10 years. That is roughly $7 trillion. But money does not spread itself evenly. It tends to pool near the machine owners. So when you hear AI will create jobs, listen carefully. Created where? For whom? With what skills? And fast enough for you? A new data center job does not automatically rescue a copywriter. A new AI safety role does not automatically rescue a call center worker. Now remember the 300 million. Goldman did not say 300 million jobs simply vanish tomorrow. It said roughly 300 million full-time jobs could be exposed. Exposure means AI can reach into the job, like water finding cracks in a wall. Some walls hold, some leak, some collapse quietly at night. The third layer is the reason the creators are warning you. Because jobs are only the first visible bruise. The deeper fear is that AI changes who has leverage at work, in politics, in reality itself. In May 2023, more than 350 AI executives, scientists, and engineers signed a one-sentence warning. It said, mitigating the risk of extinction from AI should be a global priority alongside pandemics and nuclear war. One sentence. No footnotes, no soft landing, just extinction, pandemics, nuclear war. Among the signers were OpenAI CEO Sam Altman, DeepMind chief Demis Hassabis, and Anthropic CEO Dario Amodei. Also Geoffrey Hinton and Yoshua Bengio. They are two of the most cited AI scientists alive. They helped build the foundations under this whole thing. That should bother you. Not because they are always right, scientists still argue about how likely the worst outcomes are, but because the builders are not saying, trust us, everything is fine. Some are saying, we need rules before this outruns us. Hinton has warned the danger is not just science fiction. Bengio has compared the potential harm to nuclear weapons. Amodei has said his personal estimate for a catastrophic civilization-level outcome is between 10 and 25%. You can disagree with that number, but you cannot pretend it is a normal product warning. So here is the full answer. Will AI take your job? Maybe not as a single clean event. More likely, AI will take pieces of your job, change the price of your skills, and let fewer people do more work. Then someone using AI may take the role you thought belonged to you. And why are its creators warning you? Because the same force that can shrink a team can also flood the internet with fake reality, concentrate power, and make decisions faster than humans can supervise. Job loss is not the whole fire. It is the smoke you can smell first. The World Economic Forum's 2025 report found 86% of surveyed employers expect AI and information processing technologies to transform their businesses by 2030. It also projected about 170 million jobs created over 5 years. But that does not mean your current job survives. It means the board is being flipped while you are still playing. But here's the part nobody talks about. The first jobs to vanish may not be the jobs at the top. They may be the latter. For decades, you learned by doing the boring part. You wrote the rough draft, you cleaned the spreadsheet, you answered simple tickets, you summarized the meeting, you made ugly first versions. That was not wasted time. That was how your brain became expensive. AI is very good at those beginner tasks. So companies may cut the messy entry-level work. Then 5 years later, they ask why they cannot find experienced humans. It is like burning the bottom rungs of a ladder, then acting shocked nobody climbed up. This is the quiet danger for you. Not that AI becomes a genius overnight, but that it removes the practice field. You are expected to become senior without being allowed to be junior. You're expected to supervise a machine before you understand the craft it imitates. And that creates a strange new divide. Not between humans and robots, between humans who can direct machines and humans directed by them. If you can judge the output, you gain leverage. If you only accept the output, you become part of the machinery. So the survival skill is not just learning prompts. Prompts are the new typing. Useful, but not enough. The real skill is taste. Knowing when the answer is wrong. Knowing what should be asked next. Knowing what a good result even looks like. Because AI is confident in a terrifying way. It can be wrong without sweating. It can produce a fake source, a fake image, a fake voice, a fake memory of the internet. And when everyone can generate evidence, trust becomes the expensive thing. That is why this is bigger than careers. Your feed can be flooded with synthetic text. Your face can be placed in a video. Your opinions can be targeted by personalized propaganda. Democracy runs on shared reality. AI can make shared reality feel optional. So no, the question is not only, will AI take your job? The question is, what happens when work, truth, and power all become easier to fake? Your job may survive. Your tasks may not. Your title may survive. Your bargaining power may not. The machine does not need to hate you. It only needs to be cheaper, faster, and good enough. And that is a much colder kind of monster. The future may not arrive as a robot uprising. It may arrive as an email saying, your workflow has been optimized. And that connects to something even stranger. Why do humans trust machines more when the machines are completely making things up? If this scratched the right part of your brain, subscribe to MindItch, a new question every single day.